Yo, party people, what is up? How about that episode of Raw, you guys? A totally UCEY episode all around. New number one contenders. Judgment Day still killing it. And yo, did you see that ending? Bobby Lashley is fired? Where the heck is this gonna go? Man, guys, don't worry. Everything just went down on Raw. We're about to go over right now here on The Gift of Gabe. So get ready. The newest episode of The Gift of Gabe is about to start right now. So, alright guys, I mentioned it. New number one contenders being crowned tonight for both the Raw Women's title and for the United States title. First up, Alexa Bliss beat Bayley to kick off the show. I said that was probably what was going to happen, so wasn't really surprised by that outcome. At the end, it was once again teased that she's going to go back to her Bray Wyatt character of, like being sinister and all that. Honestly, I've said before that this match was probably not going to happen before Royal Rumble. But after the end of the match, I was like, there's not that many episodes left in the year. So, and it's still probably going to take a little more time for Alexa to really turn back over to the dark side. So, I'm actually thinking that this angle goes all the way up to Royal Rumble. Because honestly, let's say they did this like first Raw of the new year. They'll kind of have to like scramble and just like toss like almost like a random opponent at Bianca. At least this has a story with, Alexa possibly going back to her former self. So, I got that. Being for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. It should honestly be pretty good. I wonder if Triple H might put a little bit of a spin on like her new dark character as, being part of the Wyatt 6. But, or maybe it'll just be the same old thing. Honestly, guys, I think it'll be good. So, definitely keep looking out for that. Other good stuff when it comes to number one contender. Seth Rollins ended up beating Bobby Lashley to now become the new number one contender for the United States title against Austin Theory. Like I said before, predicted that too. It's the more big money feud. It's going to help both of them involved. More Austin Theory to establish him as truly the now. But guys, I said it before, this U.S. title picture is totally stacked. How about that promo from Dolph Ziggler earlier? He's going to have his eyes on that title still. Plus, Mustafa Ali too. He continues to see himself be robbed of opportunities. And he's going to want another shot. A fair shot. But for right now, Rollins Theory, that's the big money feud. I'm guessing I'm just going to go with kind of the strategy of, Alexa and Bianca, that this will probably lead up to Royal Rumble. I guess they could find a way to maybe insert Ziggler and Ali, maybe a big fatal four-way, but I won't be surprised either way. I think either way for the Rumble, that's a great match, and especially to establish Theory as, top tier and, keep revamping him as, like, a future main eventer and right now the top guy on Raw because, the double champ don't work Mondays. But honestly, guys, I like both number one contenders. I think they're going to be the ones for the Royal Rumble. You're not going to want to miss either. Both good stuff to be looking out for. Speaking of stuff to not look out for, guys, yo, you're going to freaking love, I'm going to love 2023 for the Judgment Day. They have been on a roll. If you've been seeing these videos, I am a Judgment Day, and especially Dominic Mysterio lover, because even you guys who are hating on Dominic, you're every week after week, you're coming around. You're starting to see the vision here on The Gift of Gabe, and I love it. It's just great all around. But I see big things for 2023. Before that, solid match against the Street Profits and the Characters Out. I was just like, oh, okay, it's going to be probably a pretty decent match. But now, everyone got their spots in. It was pretty good. Had a nice flow. Loved it. And I love Dom getting the big 1, 2, 3 pin. It's always just so good. I love it every single time. But speaking of next year, guys, I really think it's going to be big for the Judgment Day. I really just see this group as like, I know the titles are going to be split up at some point next year. So whoever is the one who takes one of the titles off Roman and, starts like actually being on Raw consistently, I think Finn Balor should take the belt off him as still the leader of the Judgment Day. And he just has that whole group around him, literally help him hold on to that championship for like maybe the rest of the year, or so on and so forth. I would also love if, Dom and Priest could actually get their hands on the tag titles, because then at the same time, Rhea's probably going to end up becoming Raw Women's Champion, because, that's just obvious if you don't see it. Pay attention. So imagine just the Judgment Day all with gold. I know some of you are like, oh, we're seeing all that with the Bloodline, blah, blah, blah. But the Judgment Day, I feel like they'll just add like that new level to it. Plus, it's not like all of them are going to be champs for like over 2.5 years. So, you can calm down with that. But I just think that'd be a great thing to happen in 2023 for everybody involved. It would bring up the Judgment Day even more, and they're just going to make them even more of a top tier faction than they already are. So, cross my fingers. But for right now, Judgment Day's killing it just by themselves. And let's hope that they get to the promised land very soon. It's going to start with Rhea Ripley because she's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. You already know that's going to happen. And she's going to beat Bianca Belair. So, we're almost there. One down. Let's get the other three going to some championship glory, party peoples. All right, I was talking about the Bloodline earlier, you guys. Some Bloodline was represented in that city tonight as Solo Sikoa showed up to fight Elias, who was fighting to get revenge for what happened to Matt Riddle last week. But man, it was great. Solo got the dub, and it was 100% UCEY. That's right, because our boy Sami Zayn was there doing his little dance, giving us a great time, leveling up because he is the honorary Uce. But not for much longer, guys. I cannot wait for Friday. Ooh, it's going to be so good. It's going to be the night that our man's going to be officially a full-blown Uce. Forget the honorary. He's going to be officially Sammy Uso up in here. Hold up the ones. It's going to be great. He didn't have the fresh cut tonight, but I know he will on Friday. There's still plenty of time. We'll be rocking pretty good for the Tribal Chief for him to officially welcome him open arms into the family. I cannot wait for that, you guys. It was great. I just love feeling UCEY. It's just a great feeling. It's the UCEY movement. It's a great time to be alive. Okay, so look, guys. I know we're not done yet. The Miz, Dexter, Johnny storyline, it's not over just yet. I'm thinking that we're there. I know segment was a little divisive. I know some of you really loved it, and some of you were like, come on, just get this over with already. I get it, but I think next week's ladder match is going to be definitely entertaining. It's Miz, Lumis. I'm pretty sure this is the end in a ladder match. Winner take all for double the money or nothing. Yeah, I know some of you had fun with that. Johnny saying double or nothing pun. That's funny in another world, if you believe in the multiverse in that scenario. But I think that's going to be where this storyline finally hits its peak. It's where it's going to end. I'm guessing Lumis is probably going to win. I don't really see the point of Miz winning that one. But, I could be wrong. We thought the storyline was already done. But I think next week is where it happens. It should be a really good ladder match, Triple H usually does really great with ladder matches, so I think let's just put our faith in him. I think afterwards we'll be like, all right, match is pretty good. Now let's move on. So, Miz, Lumis next week. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will. So, let's just see how it goes. All faith in the world. All right, you guys. I mentioned it earlier in the show. Bobby Lashley just got fired by Adam Pearce to end the show. Did not really see that coming. Friggin' elbowed the one referee right in the face. So I kind of could see that part coming because it seemed like they were going to work something with that. Wasn't expecting the whole "you're fired" thing. Adam Pearce doing his top Vince McMahon impression, as some of you guys have tried to note. Sound like he actually cursed a little bit there because they went silent and, bleeped it out before, dropping the other F-bomb, that he's fired. But honestly, I feel like this is probably going to be leading to just Lashley and Lesnar again at the Royal Rumble because there are some reports going around that Brock Lesnar, loser, is going to actually be going up against Gunther at, WrestleMania. We'll end up seeing if that's true. So far, the rumors seem to be somewhat legit, but I'll wait to see how that actually plays out. So if that's the plan, I'm guessing they'll end up doing, the final match of the trilogy between Lesnar and Lashley at the Royal Rumble. So I'm guessing that's where this whole "you're fired" thing for Bobby Lashley is going to be end up going. We'll have to wait till next week to see how that goes. But I'm guessing that's where this story kind of has its big payoff. Or maybe not. Maybe it's something that Triple H is just mixing up. Maybe Bobby Lashley is going to literally go on a rampage and not stop. And maybe he ends up getting a shot at Roman Reigns. Who freaking knows? With that, endless possibilities here. Really wasn't expecting him to get the whole "you're fired" angle, but, it's got possibilities. Let's see where it goes. All right, you guys, that was the rundown from top to bottom, start to finish for Monday Night Raw. Don't worry, we're going to be back later in the week. A big old week we got on Wednesday. Winter is coming. Highlighted by match 4, the best of 7 series between the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite, against Death Triangle for the Trios titles. And yes, it's finally here. Absolute! Ricky Starks is going up against MJF for the AEW World Championship. That match is going to steal the show at Winter is Coming. I cannot wait. Even though our man's Ricky's going to lose, it's still going to be a moment that's going to carry his momentum into becoming a champion in 2023. It's just going to be a great year for a lot of our faves and top tier guys in both WWE and AEW. Let's just be honest. So, can't wait for that on Wednesday. And then, as I mentioned before, SmackDown's the night, baby. SmackDown's the night. Sami Zayn's going to officially become not honorary. He's going to be the full-blown Uso, going to be Sami Uso. But on top of that, you got Ricochet and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. That match is going to show out. It's going to be a great night on Friday. It's going to be a great rest of the week. You're not going to want to miss those shows. You're not going to want to miss the show to check out right after it's done. So, like and subscribe if you like the video. I hope y'all enjoyed Raw. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the week. I'll be going along with it right along with you because you know I will. But until then, I will see you guys after Dynamite on Wednesday. And don't forget, until then, when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than Gabe? All right, you guys, I will see you after Dynamite on Wednesday. Winter is coming. Deuces, party peoples. Later.